back to your playthrough of Exile 2 Crystal Souls. So we actually left off in the middle of a dungeon, which I don't think we've ever actually done that before. But, it was kind of the end of a very long session, and I initially thought that we couldn't get past this magical burial up here. And so I was prepared to basically just leave and come back, but obviously this is the mission, though, that gives us the Dispel Burial spell once we go back to Fort Emerald. So I don't think it would make sense. And I did some looking around, and there is a way to actually get past this room. So now I'm not going to pretend like I don't know that it's kind of in this area here. I'm pretty sure it's along this wall. I haven't checked it yet, but that's what the image looked like. So we're going to check this. Again, I like doing things blind, but every once in a while I do have to kind of look something up. So that being said, I do want to go back and see what is down here and check anything that we might have missed along this wall here and such. Unfortunately, I imagine we're gonna run into enemies. I don't even want to cast a spell to detect life, because I imagine it's not going to be pleasant to look at. We actually, I don't think we checked these. One of the scrolls on the bookshelf is a summary record of the actions of the fort's commanders, Limoncelli. How odd it would seem he has been dealing directly with some Venetai, and also a reference to his buying magical goods from them. Mentions that a band of rogue Venetai have set up quarters in this very fort, and while they are away, the quarters are looked after by something called a Naga. So this adds some context to what we saw last time, where, obviously the Venetai are clearly working with the Empire, but, it's a rogue band of Venetai, and the Naga is some sort of magical summon that I guess keeps track of the place while they are away. This is just, I guess, like a whale of some kind. We haven't actually ran into any enemies yet, so I'm actually pretty pleased with that. I mean, just the occasional captain's fine, right? It's like if you leave and come back, this entire well, the fourth floor entryway is just like restocked with just multiple priests and such. So okay, let me think. So we check this. There was a secret room that we couldn't do anything with last time. I'm wondering if the game was kind of just glitched, maybe. It was like, I thought it was down here, but okay, we're just gonna go and try to get this place cleared out. So what I looked at was basically to get past this entryway here. There's like some puzzle with something. So it might be actually up. Okay, well now I am confused because they run to search for me. Oh, maybe you have to actually get past the all. Yeah, do we have the spell? We don't have any sapphires, but there is a spell. What is it? True sight, that's it. Okay, we're gonna save, and is this where we want to cast it? Yeah, I think you can see there's probably something on the other side of this. Okay, that wasn't useful. How do we... Maybe it's the other side. We really gotta get this AP fixed. Dang. Okay, I was expecting it'd be just a simple secret passageway. Obviously, that does not appear to be the case. Is it? So we check this wall, right? Oh, in the dim light, you can barely make out a nearly invisible tripwire. Disarmed. Right, okay, this is it. Okay, pull a level. Click. Okay, I don't see any more. You step past the runes, nothing happens. Now let's check this side, just in case. Okay. Okay, that's the extent of basically what I looked at. How interesting. The ceiling in this room is enchanted to glow brightly. Torches on the walls provide heat, and shallow pools of water provide moisture. This is a rough greenhouse. You help yourself to a few tomatoes. That would be pretty amazing if, like, you've been living in a cave for years and you actually see a greenhouse. Did it say torchlight though? Because I mean that wouldn't work. But you know, we had a garden for a couple years in the back of my yard. We had these tomato plants, and it's like, man, they got so big, and we had so many tomatoes, more than we could ever use. So you start trying to give them away, but in East Tennessee, lots of people, have kind of small gardens. So I don't need to actually leave. I don't think. People have plenty of tomatoes, so it's hard to get rid of stuff like that. But it kind of puts into perspective that like the sheer amount of like just food that you can actually produce, right? If you try, is staggering, right? Because it was a small garden too. It was like 3 beds, maybe I don't know, 5 feet by 3 feet. This meeting chamber is high-ceilinged, lavish, and grim. Guards are everywhere, wielding their blades with an unsettling level of competence. The mages and archers backing them up seem no less skilled. Easily the most alarming foe, however, is the man at the head of the table. At first glance, he seems just another soft, fragile bureaucrat. He has a relaxed, affable face and a mild, middle-aged spread. He also wears no armor. However, when he stands and draws his blade, you can only stare in disbelief. He moves fast. It's as if time is warped around him. He moves as if he has received many haste spells, one on top of the other. In a blink, he has his sword in one hand and a Veneti razor disc in the other. Then they attack. Ooh boy. So this is obviously a difficult room, and if we recall, this Commando Limoncelli, however you say it, this guy's no joke. Like you get these bureaucrat types, right? These commandos of the forts, and yeah, they have strategy, they have tactics. They went to school for this, but they're probably not gonna necessarily be that good in like a 1v1, right? This guy's the opposite. Right? He has no armor, and he's just literally blindingly fast. So, Ferdinand, I mean, this guy's pretty good, right? Level 34, maxed out stats. I don't know if he's that good though. Same with Baldo, 32, 31, 27. Like these are good melee characters, but yeah, I don't know if they're quite this guy though. It reminds me of a few episodes back when we were exploring the western part of the Great Cave. We came across that unmarked special location where you could actually train your stats with gold. And that guy seemed really strong too. So I'd be interested in a 1v1 with him and this guy. I think that'd be cool. But okay, that's enough yapping. So let's see if we can do this. You at last wipe the smile of Limoncelli's face. You note that his corpse even falls to the ground quickly. Orzald will need to find a new commander for this fort. Okay, so that was actually not too difficult, considering how difficult it was to get inside this place. He was an interesting opponent. I'm trying to find the log. We didn't really get to see him in action much. Again, with these fights, the RNG kind of dictates how hard it's going to be. The mage didn't really cast anything too crazy, so I'm pretty sure he attacks like three times. So and he also dual wields. So yeah, he was cool. It's just we didn't really get to see a whole lot. So I kind of would have liked to have. Yeah. I think a 1v1 would be interesting with maybe like full man or one of our characters. But yeah, we're definitely gonna at least attempt to take some of this loot. So we'll probably just take most of it just in case it's good. Gem. Yeah, it's hard to say what is good and what isn't. We need to spend some money and actually get what's it called, item law. But I think that's most of the valuable stuff. We're gonna actually make a save, and I'm gonna check this afterwards. But we're gonna we save this as 9, and so I can come back if I missed anything good. Let's go keep exploring though. I don't imagine there's too much left to see because technically we've completed the quest now. Now there could be more information with the Venati. So we're gonna check these walls. Used to be pretty good at finding secrets. I've kind of fallen off. That just looks like a trap. That is peculiar. And this room is the audience hall. Kinda cool. So he should have a private chamber, I would assume. There's actually a ring on that table. Yeah, we have no inventory space. We can drop some things. What do we drop though? I have no idea. You always think some of this is going to be useful. Oh yeah, this is whale 3. That's pretty good. How does that compare to this? Oh, it's actually better. Really? Oh wait, 12, 2, 2, 2 defense. No defense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the extra bonus is worth it. We can get rid of the chainmail, maybe. Could be good. We can get rid of the potion. So painful to drop stuff, but it would take the ring. Could have drank the potion, I suppose. I should have just. It's fine. It's fine. And I like the dialogue with you know, you can actually look down and see the gods just like looking at the utter chaos. Because you actually think about it, right? Like, you know, it's fun to imagine this in a more realistic scenario of like we've literally, you know, slaughtered like an entire fortress, right? Like there's bodies all over the place, right? We've cast, you know, fireball spells, we've like summoned stuff. Like, I mean, you know, place looks crazy. If you've ever played let's see, the original Feel game, it's in single player FPS with cool slow motion kind of effects from 2005, I think. Amazing game. Man, it still holds up to this day because the lighting was just so good. And it was just really good. But what made it so cool is that like the amount of dust, like so you go into a room and you have like a shootout, right? Like, you know, bullets flying all over the place, and and the game has all sorts of effects for like dust going everywhere. You know, the environment gets damaged, and boxes are flown all over the place, and it's just like, you know, you can take a before and after photo, it's just so you know, realistic and just cool, and that's kind of what I imagine with this. So we're gonna have to come back here with the spill and probably, unless this is a piercing crystal, it's not. And see what's behind this, which is kind of a pain, but I don't think we missed anything. We have lots of gems. So I'm going to see you guys back there, and I'm going to go ahead and check and make sure we didn't miss anything, just in case. But yeah, I'll see you guys back at Fort Emerald. Okay, so this is very quick. So yeah, obviously we're not at Fort Emerald, we're still here. Turns out you can just walk through this, so that's always a good thing to check. So one of the tiles just stepped on goes click, settling the water. The south slides quickly into the floor. What does that mean exactly? Oh. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so it's 500 gold. That's not really worth dying for, so we're just gonna head back if we can. Oh wait, this long, narrow, intensely guarded room is disappointingly empty. All there really is a small pedestal with a pair of shoddy leather boots on it. Actually kind of interesting. Are these good boots? We don't have the skill points to identify. Okay, so we have to heal up enough to survive getting out of here. Which, yeah, we can just do this. Okay, well, that's kind of interesting. And you know, while we're together talking like this, we might as well take this exit. I assume it's an exit. Okay, that's up. How do we? Oh, this would have been so nice to know about. I assume the portcullis was closed, so yeah, you can't just skip the dungeon. It's saying this room is not explored? Yeah, we just go in this way. Alright. Oh, this was like the only... Yeah, that's cool. Well, we don't need any of this, but that's still good to know. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's head back, and we can actually do a lot of interesting things now. So, with this quest and the quest that we completed for the spy and Bosk, I'm pretty sure we should be getting royal clearance. So we can do that afterwards, but let's go ahead and head back to Katra. So to actually get there, if you want to keep the boat in an accessible location, I'm actually not sure what this is. Yeah, actually, I think we can just go this way, right? You know, Landry told me what you did for us. Such skill and strength should be rewarded. Teaches you the Dispel Burial spell. Okay, so we need to talk to Landrin. Yeah, I wish I could remember where he is. Oh, yeah, it's this guy, right? Okay, I hear you slew Limoncelli. As a reward, track down Beetle. He's around here somewhere. Ask him about the Dispel Burial spell and give it to you. I'll send word to the castle of what you did. Good work. Okay. Okay, it only took however many episodes, but we did finally get... let's see, where is the spell? This. No. Yeah, here we go. Increasing level of destroying magical burial. But we will no longer be permanently blocked from dungeons now. So this is great. So, one thing we were doing... honestly, probably before royal clearance, which sounds crazy, but I'm probably just gonna cut to it. We're gonna go back to the dark tunnel and break the burial down and finish that dungeon. We might even... I don't really want to go back to Fort Dorthal to see what was behind that. Oh no, we walked through that burial. Yes, there was that secret room. We could go back though. I really don't want to though. Yeah, we might do it in the future, but I'm gonna see you guys back at the dark tunnel. Okay, so that was actually really easy. We had no combat on the entire way through, so that was really nice.